Yesterday I given JSP elements. Just 1 minute, wait. Yesterday I given JSP elements. JSP elements, how many categories divided? JSP elements divided into 3 categories. See, JSP elements divided into 3 categories. What is the first one? Scripting elements. Second one, directives or directives you can call. Next, actions. Okay. See, first category, syntax is also given. Scripting elements. How many scripting elements are there? 4. So first one, scriptlet. Second one, declaration. Third one, expression. Okay, scriptlets, declarations, expressions, comments. Okay. See, for writing JSP program, we require JSP elements. For writing JSP program, we require JSP elements. JSP elements are divided into 3 categories: scripting elements, directives, actions. Today, you are going to learn only first category, scripting elements. Scripting elements, 4 elements are there: scriptlets, declarations, expressions, comments. Scriptlet syntax I given. This is scriptlet syntax. Okay. Declaration syntax I given. This is declaration syntax. Expression syntax also I given. This is expression syntax. Comment syntax I given. This is comment syntax. Okay. So scriptlet, declaration, expression, comment. 4 scripting elements, syntaxes are given. And we have other way also. That is also a given. Scriptlet tag name, declaration tag name, expression tag name. That is also we have. Okay. So you can use this syntax or that syntax. 2 syntaxes are given. Scriptlets, declaration, expression, comments. These all if you want to use. First of all, you should know some built-in objects like implicit object references are there. Write it next. JSP implicit object references. JSP implicit object references. With this, these are objects ready to use. Directly you can use. No need to create. Ready to use. JSP implicit object references. First one, out. Out is a reference of JSP writer. Request is a reference of HTTP servlet request. Response is a reference of HTTP servlet response. Config, these all ready to use. Servlet config. application. So these all ready-made, ready to use, ready-made objects like implicit objects. Solid context. 6.1 page. It is nothing but object. Page context. Page context. 8. Session. These 9 object references are ready to use. HTTP session. Total 9. Exception. Throwable. So JSP implicit object references. 9 objects ready to use. 9 objects ready to use. Out, request, response, config, application, page, page context, session, exception. So out is a reference of JSP writer. Request is a reference of HTTP Servlet request. Response is a reference of HTTP Servlet response. Config is a reference of Servlet config. Application is a reference of Servlet context. Page is a reference of object. Page context is a reference of page context. HTTP session is a reference of HTTP session, and exception is a reference of throwable. These 9 object references are ready to use. Out, request, response, config, application, page, page context, session, exception. These are all ready to use. So suppose if you required HTTP session request, HTTP Servlet request, no need to create, directly ready to use. Suppose context required. We'll call get Servlet context. That is no need to call. Your application ready. So these 9 object references ready to use. In a Servlets, every day we are writing print writer. That is nothing but here JSP writer. There we used print writer. Here we have to use JSP writer. There we written print writer PW equal to response dot get writer. So with HTTP Servlet response or with Servlet response, if you call get writer method, print writer comes. But here, no need to call any method. It's already ready. Directly you can write out. Ready to use. So these 9 object references are ready to use. How to use these 9 object references? You are going to learn. So for writing JSP programs, JSP elements required. Elements, first category scripting elements. These scripting elements today you are going to learn. Remaining Monday class we'll see. Okay. 3 categories of elements. I given list of elements also, each category. First category syntaxes I given. Okay. 9 objects. These 9 objects are ready to use. So JSP writer object, no need to create. It is already present. That object referred by out. Using out, you can call directly methods. HTTP Servlet request, HTTP Servlet response, Servlet config, Servlet context. These are all ready to use. See, for getting Servlet context, you return Servlet context SC equal to request dot get Servlet context. Like that, no need to write. It's already present. Like for getting HTTP session reference, we return get session method. Like that, no need to call. You are ready to use. So these 9 object references are ready to use. If any other required, you create. But these 9 ready to use. How to use these all, I'll explain. I'll show you without Eclipse, 1 program, 2 programs. After that, with Eclipse again. Now first, I'll start the server. See how to start server manually you have seen. We'll open server folder, this PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10 bin. Here Tomcat 10 icon. You can double click this one. Server is going to start. See, server is going to start. At last one message comes, server startup in milliseconds. See, here we got one message. Here, server startup in 4636 milliseconds. Server started. Now server is running. Just I'll minimize this window. Now I want to write one welcome program in JSP. How to write? I'll show you. See, I'll open Notepad. Here. See, for writing welcome program in Solid's, minimum 10 lines we written. See, in a Solid program, what we written, you observe. Without class, we cannot develop application. So that's what we written, class for Solid. That is, without class, we cannot develop application. So Solid we written. Main method, if you write, it is not executed. That is the reason we derived lifecycle. For deriving lifecycle only, HTTP Solid or generic Solid or Solid interface. Okay, you have seen Solid program. Have remembered or forgot? Give me answers. Otherwise, without class, can we develop application? So that's what class name Solid. How many? Now, if I write main method in Solid, is it executed? No. Why? Solid runs in server. Server doesn't know main method. That is the reason we should not write. If you write also, no use. It is not executed. How many ways are there to write Solid program? 3 ways. What is the first one? Implements Solid interface. Second one, extends generic Solid. Third one, extends HTTP Solid. If you implement Solid interface, how many methods mandatory to override? 5 methods. If you extend generic Solid, how many methods mandatory? 1 method. If you extend HTTP Solid, no method mandatory. Whatever you want, you can select. That's what best option is. HTTP Solid. Extends HTTP Solid. Now, if you want to handle only get, first default request type is which type? Get type. If you want to handle only get, what we are write? Do get. Public void do get. HTTP Solid request. HTTP Solid response. Will it throw exception? Yes. To handle what we written? Try catch blocks. Can I write only exception? Yes. It will handle all the exception. System.err.println e. Now HTTP Solid request, HTTP Solid response. In which package? Jakarta.solid.http package. Okay. Now for sending response, one stream required. For creating stream, which class for creating stream, which method we used? Get writer, print writer. Yeah, print writer. PW equal to response dot get writer. So here res written. Res response dot get writer. PW dot println. Here welcome to Solids. Let's written program. Okay. Now here print writer class in which package? IO package. So import java.io.star. Let us written. Now do get method. Is it lifecycle method? Is it lifecycle method? No. This do get method called from non-lifecycle service. Non-lifecycle service called from lifecycle service. Lifecycle service called by web container. So first what will happen? This class object created for Solid. But creating object, this class should be accessible. That's what public. Say here IO package. What purpose we imported? IO package, what purpose we imported? Print writer class. So print writer class purpose, IO package I imported. IO package for print writer class, HTTP this package, HTTP solid request, HTTP solid response. These three. This class should be accessible. That's what public. So this solid object created by web container. By using that object, it will search for lifecycles init method. Lifecycle init method not there. Then it will search in HTTP solid. It is not there. It will search in generic solid. It is there. That is executed. After that, it will search for service. Service we don't have here. It will search in HTTP solid. It is there. That service called. That service calls non-lifecycle service. Non-lifecycle service calls doGet. Then doGet called. From server to browser, one stream created. That is print writer. Throw print writer, welcome to solid, password. It will throw exception. That's what try catch blocks. See, these many lines of code we written. These many lines of code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See, these many lines of code. 15 lines we written. Okay, this is no line. See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 lines we written for welcome program. Okay. But same program in JSP, just one line. Just one line. That much easy. Just you observe. This 15 lines code we written here. 15 lines. Now, first of all, importing package not required. Because in JSP, 4 packages imported automatically. Which are 4 packages? While teaching directives, you will learn. This second category, importing package concept. At the time, you will learn 4 packages. One is object package, lang package, one more HTTP package, one more solid package, one more JSP package. Total 4 packages implicitly imported. That is the reason the 4 packages no need to import. Other than 4, then you have to import. So present for welcome program purpose, no need to import the package. No need to import the package. This class, this method, this try blocks, no need to write. Because it is solid purpose required. JSP convert into solid, no, that will convert like that. That is not required. This print writer, no need to create. Because already JSP writer is there. With that JSP writer, that writer reference is out. Out.write println. It is welcome to support JSP. This is if you want to write compulsory JSP elements required. Compulsory JSP elements required. First category scripting elements. In that scriptlet, declaration, expression, comment. Anyone we can use. So like what's the difference? You'll study. Further you'll study. Present scriptlet I am writing. Over. This is JSP program. So no need to import the packages because 4 packages implicitly imported. No need to write the class, no need to write the method, no need to write try catch block. These 3 implicitly present. Stream also implicitly present. That is only JSP writer reference. With that out, I call println. So this is welcome program. This program you observe. I'll save. File. File. Save. Where you have to save? I'll give notes. See, you have to open this PC, C drive. This PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, lib. Web apps, root. Here we have to save. Here we have to save the programs. Now I'll save here file name demo.jsp. I'll save. I'll give the notes. Now first listen. Say save. This program I saved in web apps root folder. Writing program completed. Saving completed. Now you can run. How to run? You have to open the browser. You have to open the browser. Here you can type HTTP localhost 8082 after that demo.jsp. If I send request, JSP program converted into solid program compiled, executed, we got an output. See, 10-15 lines program we written just in one line. That much easy JSP as compared to solids. See, 15 lines program we written just one line. No need to import the packages. 4 packages implicitly comes. In solids also, maximum we used 3 packages. IO package, solid package, solid.hdp package. 3 imported. But here 4 packages implicitly comes. Lang package, there also java.lang default everywhere. Solid package, HTTP package, JSP package. 3 packages implicitly comes. No need to import. And class method, no need to write. Because while converting into a solid, JSP engine will write. Try catch blocks. That is, it is handled. Some additional exceptions you have to handle. That is how to handle, I'll explain. That is also no need to write here. Now, print writer. Instead of print writer, we are using JSP writer. JSP writer reference only out. So out.println. We written on scriptlet. But what's the difference between scriptlet, declaration, expression? These all I have to explain. Okay. Now, it is welcome to JSP. We got it. Welcome to JSP. We received. See, now what I did say, I explained already. Demo.jsp program converted into solid. Converted into solid. That is compiled, executed. Then you'll get output. That converted solid, we can see. Say where it is converted solid. I'll show you. This PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat, year work, Catalina, localhost, root, org, Apache, JSP. I given file name demo.jsp. Yesterday in architecture I given demo.jsp converted into a solid. At that time, what is the file name comes? Demo_JSP. See, demo_JSP. One is Java file, one is .class file. See, .java, .class. Just now created, 436. Okay, today date, just now created. So, demo_JSP.java. This is generated by JSP engine. Compiled by Java compiler. That is .class file. This class file executed. Then we got an output. Now converted solid code we can see. Because it is common code. See, generated by the Jasper component of Apache Tomcat. Jasper nothing but JSP engine name. I'll give notes. Jasper nothing but JSP engine name. See, one package created automatically. Okay. 3 packages imported automatically. See, class written automatically. Extents written automatically. See, these all written automatically. Implicitly came. See, here, service method. Public void _JSP service, which takes solid request, HTTP solid response. See, try catch block, throws. Okay. Here. See, what we written, only one line code we written. Welcome to JSP. That line also here. We written only one line, no? Our line is here. Remaining code is generated by JSP engine. So here you observe. See, just now I given 9 object references. See, page context. It is page context reference. Session. It is HTTP session reference. Application. See, solid context reference. Config. See, solid config reference. Out. JSP writer reference. Page. Object reference. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As well as here. HTTP solid request, HTTP solid response. Here. HTTP solid request, HTTP solid response. 8. One is throwable. That is, in a catch block will be there. Try catch block. See here, catch, throwable. Exception superclass, throwable class. Say this is. So 9 object references already present. Directly we can access. So 9, every program this is created. Every program this is created. So it is generated by Jasper engine, like a JSP engine. That's what everything it will take care. For welcome program also generated. For developing complicated application also same code generated. It is common code. Okay. These many lines generated. See 138 lines, 137 lines generated. 137 lines generated automatically. For welcome program also this code generated. Complicated application also this code generated. Okay. And now, first of all, what you do is, one by one I'll give notes. You write this program. Support demo.jsp. Just one line. Write this program. Demo.jsp. Say demo.jsp program. Say println method. In JSP writer class also same method is there. That is called with out. Out is a reference of JSP writer. I used it scriptlet, but I didn't explain what's the difference between scriptlet, declaration, expression, comment. I have to explain. Okay. So demo.jsp program I written. This is demo.jsp program. JSP deployment location. Note on. JSP deployment location. JSP deployment location. 1 minute, I'll give where we have to copy. That is location. This is a location. Write this one. JSP deployment location. C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10.0, web apps, root. C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10.0, web apps, root. Demo.jsp, just a one line program. Okay. That is you have to copy in this location. That means you have to save this program in this location. This is in this location only JSP can understand. Server can understand. Server will read. From this location only server will read. If you copy in other location, program not executed. Okay. Now, if it is Eclipse, what will do? Automatically it will take. Eclipse environment will take automatically. Manually means you have to copy here. Okay. JSP deployment location. Solid's deployment location is up to web apps. That is Solid's time I taught. Whenever you click on deploy button, it is copied in web apps folder. But JSP root folder. In the web apps root folder is there. In the root folder it is saved. So JSP deployment location. This is JSP you have to save in root folder. Root folder is present in web apps folder. Web apps folder is present in Tomcat folder. So Tomcat installed in this location. this location of Tomcat. This is location of Tomcat server, and this is Tomcat server. In this, applications are in web apps folder, JSP in this folder. Like this, we saved. After saving, this is converted into Servlet. Who will convert? JSP engine. The JSP engine name. JSP engine name is Jasper. JSP engine name is Jasper, and it is a part of Tomcat server. JSP engine name is Jasper, and it is a part of Tomcat server. JSP engine name is Jasper, and it is a part of Tomcat server. JSP engine name is Jasper, and it is a part of Tomcat server. So JSP engine, it is one part, software component, and engine name is Jasper. So this converted Servlet. This Servlet, see, observe, generated by the Jasper component of Apache Tomcat. So Jasper nothing but JSP engine name. JSP engine converts JSP into a Servlet. JSP engine converts JSP into a Servlet. That is Jasper. That converted Servlet location. 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 See, this PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, work, Catalina, localhost, root, org, Apache, JSP. The program is here. This location, here drive. Converted Servlet location. Note. Converted Servlet location. So Tomcat server installed in C drive program files Apache Software Foundation folder. In the Tomcat server, work, Catalina, localhost, root, org, Apache, JSP. In this location, servlets are placed. This Catalina nothing but web container name. Write it. Catalina is a web container name in Tomcat server. Catalina is a web container name in Tomcat server. Catalina is a web container name in Tomcat server. Catalina is a web container name in Tomcat server. So this is a container name. So the words Jasper is a JSP engine name. Catalina is a web container name. Say in this location, you'll save JSP program. JSP program converted into Servlet by Jasper. After converting, in this location, place it. In this location only, it is compiled. Then .class file generated. In this location only, .class file executed. Then you'll get output. Okay. It is converted Servlet location. To run this JSP, what we'll do? URL to run the above JSP program. http://localhost 8082/demo.jsp. http://localhost 8082/demo.jsp. See, already know HTTP. It will communicate with by using HTTP. It will communicate with server present in the same computer. Which server? Tomcat server. In that with JSP, demo.jsp. So control password to JSP program. Okay, request password to JSP program. That is converted into Servlet, compiled, executed. You'll get output. This is first Servlet. How to write your first JSP, how to write your scene. Just you observe here. See, it is a comment. It is a comment generated by the Jasper component of Apache Tomcat. Generated by the Jasper component of Apache Tomcat. Jasper is a JSP engine name. JSP engine converts your JSP into a Servlet. JSP engine converts JSP into a Servlet. Say Jasper nothing but it is a JSP engine name and it is a part of Tomcat server. It will convert JSP into a Servlet. It will convert JSP into a Servlet. Okay. Now, while converting, what is happened, you observe, automatically one package created, org.apache.jsp. So that's what, in this location, you observe, org.apache.jsp. These all folders. All packages are folders, but all folders are not packages. So these all folders, but these are packages also. So for every folder, every package, one folder created. In core Java class you studied. Every package, one folder created by Java compiler. Every class, one .class file generated. Every folder, every package, one folder generated by Java compiler. Like this, these three folders. org, Apache, JSP. Okay. So org, Apache, JSP. These three folders created. So here converted. After this, see, Servlet package imported, HTTP package imported, JSP package imported. These three implicitly comes. And already you know one more package, java.lang. So like that, total 4 packages implicitly comes. If you want to import any other, we require next category, directives required. I have to explain, not completed. Okay. So by default, 4 packages comes. Java.lang package, Jakarta.servlet package, Jakarta.servlet.hdp package, jakarta.sowlet.jsp package. Other than this package, if you want to import, then explicitly you can import with directives concept. That is in further sessions we'll study. After this, see automatically one class created, public final class. So it is class created. That class extends HTTP JSP base class. It is a super class for our class. But this super class is again HTTP Sowlet class will be there. So HTTP Sowlet derived from this class. See, this is generated automatically. org.apache.jasper.runtime.http JSP base class. It is another class. This is one more class. This class is subclass of Sowlet and JSP. I'll give that notes also. So one class created automatically. And in that class, say this much code generated automatically. These all not required. And here underscore JSP init, underscore JSP destroy, underscore JSP service. See, init service destroy, that type. Here, HTTP Sowlet request, HTTP Sowlet response. To like a do get, do post, service, you see, no, that type. Here throws exceptions. Here 9 object references created. Whatever I given 9. After that, whatever we written, 1 line. Welcome to JSP. Okay. This is first Sowlet program, first JSP program. I'll remove these all. This is first JSP program. File. File, save. This is first JSP program. For this, if I add HTML, what will happen? See, one more program I'll write. Say, file, new. I'll write another program. Say, while writing HTML code we written inside the pw.println while writing Sowlets. In a pw.println, we written HTML code. But here, JSP inside HTML, just reverse. There HTML in a Sowlet we written. But here JSP in HTML we have to write, just reverse. Say, suppose I want to display welcome message again. Now for displaying welcome message, JSP writer required. JSP writer reference. Total 9 references inbuilt are there. This 9. So JSP writer required. JSP writer reference is out. With this out, we can write the program. So out.println. Suppose welcome to Naresh Technologies. Like this is written. Okay. This code, if you want to write, compulsory we have to use elements, JSP elements. JSP element divided into 3 categories. You are learning today only first category. First category scripting elements. Here we have 4 elements. In 4 elements, present you are learning only first one, scriptlet. Scriptlet I'll write. What's the difference? I have to explain, not completed. Okay. By mistake, declaration place scriptlet, scriptlet plate declaration. If you write, many problems will occur. What will happen? I'll explain. Scriptlet I am writing. Scriptlet syntax is this one. See, I'll write scriptlet like this. Now, this one, if you want to add HTML, just outside only you can write HTML, body, BG color, see, red, text color, yellow, level 1 heading, close, body close, HTML close. Okay, like this. Now, you observe. It is HTML, these 3 lines HTML, these 3 lines HTML, 1 line JSP. But writing HTML code in a Sowlet, very complicated. Always you have to write pw.println every line. But here not required, you observe. It is very simple appears. This part is HTML. This part is HTML. 1 line JSP. Now, file. I'll save. File, save. Suppose file name, see where we have to save. Location I given. Disk PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, web apps, root. Here you have to save. So the file name, I'll write test.jsp. Okay, test.jsp. Save. I saved. Now, I'll run. How to run? You have seen. Now, I want to run. For running, browser you have to open. You have to type http colon localhost colon 8082. What we have to write? Test.jsp. See, I'll send request. Now we got it. Welcome to Naresh Technologies. So there, near 18 lines we written in solids, but here just 4-5 lines. Here, welcome to Naresh Technologies. Now, this test.jsp converted into test_jsp.java. You can see that. The location already you have seen, you written notes also. C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, work, Catalina, localhost, root, org, Apache, JSP, test_jsp.java. See, just now created file2 dot class file dot java file. Just now created. You can open this. See again, what is the message? See, generated by Jasper component. See, same package, classes, package, class. These all same code generated automatically. This code is common. Whatever we written, where is that code you observe? Here. See, H solids will write like this only, no? So JSP converted into solid. Burden reduced to programmer, but burden increased to server. JSP programmer point of view easy. System point of view burden. Because that should be converted into solid again. Because JSP understandable servers are not there. That's what again solid format only written. We written pw.println at the time. Like that out.write. See, HTML, body, BG color, whatever I written. Every line on out.println type came. pw.println type. Okay. This is converted solid. This solid executed in server, output captured like HTML. Say right click, view page source. Say you can see only HTML code, but you cannot see JSP code. JSP is server side program. HTML client side program. Browser knows HTML. Server knows JSP. So server side program executed, output captured like HTML, HTML code passed to browser. That's what HTML we can see. JSP you cannot see, solid you cannot see. See, it is showing only welcome to Naresh Technologies. But actually I written out.println welcome to Naresh Technologies I written. That code is not coming. That code is executed in server. Okay. This program also not done. Test.jsp. Is it over? So this is whatever a given location, in that location only you have to save. Any other location it will not understand. So you have to save in root folder only. In other location if you save, it will not run. Whenever you send the request to JSP, web container, Jasper component, it will search nothing but JSP engine. It will search for JSP in that location only. In other location, if you save, it will not run. Okay, compulsory you have to save that location only. Now, this program executed in server. HTML code passed to browser. Then browser side executed. Okay, JSP code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. Note on that point also. In the above example, JSP code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. In the above example, JSP code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. In the above example, JSP code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. In the above example, JSP code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. This is one more JSP program. So if you write HTML also, again like a solid only converted. Now, by mistake, scriptlet place declaration, declaration place scriptlet. If you write, what will happen? See, say file new. Next one more program I'll write. Now I want to count the number of views. For counting number of views in solid program, already you have seen what we written. Count variable we written. That is which variable we written? Instance variable or class variable or local variable? Instance variable. After that, count plus plus where we written? Inside the service method. That is your same. Say HTML body BG color green, text color yellow, level 1 heading, body HTML. This is just HTML. Okay, I didn't write JSP. Now integer count equal to 0. Integer count equal to 0. I written one Java statement. This integer count equal to 0, you cannot write like this. Compulsory, we have to use one JSP element. JSP elements divided into 3 categories. Now you are learning only first category, scripting elements. In that we have 4. In this 4, it is nothing. It is comment. That is ignored by the compiler. So 3. In these 3, scriptlet, declaration, expression. Any one, suppose I'll use present, I'll use declaration. Okay, present I'm using declaration. What will happen? See, count plus plus, count plus plus. Okay, now I'll write pre-increment, because post increment if you write after printing incremented, that's what plus plus count. This is, I'll write in expression. So actually, till I didn't explain when we have to use declaration, when we have to use expression, when we have to use scriptlet, till I didn't explain. After this program, Monday we'll see that one. Okay, because strength is less, Monday we'll see that one. That is important. So Here, integer count equal to 0. I written declaration. Now I written expression. Now here I'll write some code. This page has been accessed. Count to times. This page has been accessed. Count to times. Plus count times. Now this is JSP. No need to import the package. No need to write the class. No need to write the service method. No need to write try catch. This all no need to write print writer. Directly it comes. Now it is for this one I used declaration. For this one I used expression. Okay, but when we have to use scriptlet, when we have to use declaration, when we have to use expression, for that one small technique is there. The technique I'll teach. For that technique, core Java knowledge required. Core Java knowledge compulsory. See, core Java most important. Everywhere core Java comes. While learning Spring also, Spring Boot also, microservice, everywhere core Java comes. So one small technique is there. That technique Monday class I'll explain. In that class you'll understand when we have to use in declaration, when we have to use scriptlet, when we have to use expression. Present you see this one. What will happen? File. Save. Suppose count.jsp. Okay, count.jsp. I'll save. Now I saved this program. I'll run. What will happen? See. See. Count.jsp. I'll write count.jsp. This page has been accessed one time. We got it. If I refresh 2 times, refresh 3 times, 4 times, see, count is increasing, no? Now I'll close this browser. Now how many times completed? 25. Again I'll open the browser. I'll open the browser. I'll open the browser. Again I'll type http localhost 8082 count.jsp. Count.jsp. So 26. Okay. Now it's running properly. It's running properly. But first of all, you see this code, converted code. This PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10. Work, Catalina, localhost, root, org, Apache, JSP, count _JSP .java. You observe. This is which variable? Instance variable or class variable or local variable? Instance variable. When memory allocated for this? Whenever object is created to this class. When object is created to this class? Whenever first request comes to a servlet. Very first time only memory allocated. Now this is service method. This is service. Inside the service, count ++ will be there. Say ++ count. This is when it is executed. Whenever service method is called. When service method is called, every request. That's what count is increasing. Okay, it's clear. By mistake, suppose if you remove this symbol, if you remove that symbol, that is which element now? Scriptlet. Actually, declaration required. I written scriptlet. What will happen? See, file, save. Okay, now I saved. Again, I'll send the request. I'll send the request to count.jsp. I'll send the request to count.jsp. Now it working, no? This page has been accessed one time. If I refresh, so it is not increased. It is always showing 1. I'll close the browser. Again, I'll open the browser. Again, I'll type the request. I'll send the request. Count.jsp. Again, it's showing 1 only. So, one symbol only I removed. What is happened you observe? So, what is the problem you observe? Converted solid. I'll open. This PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, work, Catalina, localhost, root, org, Apache, JSP, count_JSP.java. Now, here, see that variable previously here. Now variable not there. Okay. Now it is not not an instance variable. But where is that variable you observe? Here that is came. It is an instance variable or a class variable or local variable? Local variable. This local variable inside the service method. When service method is executed, every request what will happen? Count to 0. It will become 1. Again count to 0. Again 1. That's what always 1 only shows. So by mistake, declaration place expression if you scriptlet if you write, this is the problem. So when we have to use declaration, when we have to use scriptlet, when we have to use expression, the selection is most important. Okay. Suppose instance variable required, declaration we have to write. Class variable required, declaration you have to write. Local variable required, scriptlet you have to write. But like this, so many concepts are there in Java. For every concept, no need to remember. One simple technique is there. That technique I'll teach. With that technique, what is required, you can give answer. Possible if you have a perfect knowledge in core Java. With core Java knowledge only. Otherwise not possible. Okay. With core Java knowledge, you can give right answer. One simple technique is there. That technique I'll explain in Monday class. Okay. Present, which one required now for this program? Declaration. This is declaration. Okay. This is expression. Now you observe file save. I saved. Now you observe. I'll open the browser. http://localhost 8082 count.jsp. See, if I refresh, see 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, count increasing, no? Okay. Now this program write this program counting number of views. So like this, when we have to use declaration, when we have to use scriptlet, when we have to use expression, you have to select properly. For selection, once a technique is there, I'll explain. Present, this is what you understood is instance variable means declaration, class local variable means scriptlet. Like that you understood. But so many concepts are there. If you want to write one method, if you want to write one for loop, if you want to write while loop, if you want to write if condition, if you want to write class, so many concepts. How to select? Monday class will understand. Write this program.